Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to yoga. Thank you for joining me today. Today, we're going to begin in a seat, but also just take your time. If you feel like being on your back or any other position, you may do that. Um, so just allow yourself to get into a comfortable seat. Maybe close your eyes here. Place your hands face or palm down on your knees so that we can start to ground our energy. Feel both of your sit bones rooted into the earth. Start to focus your attention on your breath here. So we're just going to check in with our body and our minds. Maybe we feel a little scattered or energetic, and that's okay. But right now, we are going to try to ground our energy and just tune inward. So start to slow your breathing down here. And we'll start to move through some pranayama breathing. So slowing down our breath, inhaling through our nose, filling up our lungs, taking in all the good air. And then fully exhale, release everything out of your nose or your mouth, whatever feels good for you right now. Lengthen your spine a little bit on your inhale, but let your shoulders relax. And then full exhalation, everything out of your body, release it all. And then we'll take 3 more deep breaths, just like that. Inhaling to lengthen your spine a little bit more. Exhale. Let everything go. 2 more breaths. Just feeling nice and grounded and centered. And exhale. Last breath, biggest breath so far. Take all the good air in, filling up your lungs, creating so much space. And then exhale to soften, release. You can gently start to open your eyes here. And from here, we're going to bring the soles of our feet together for a butterfly pose. So depending on how much you want to open your hips this morning, you can bring your heels close to you, or you can bring them out so that you're just comfortable. And from here, we're going to move through some breathing together. So we're going to inhale our arms overhead, keeping that nice slow breath, waiting for each other. And exhale, hands to your heart, maybe exhaling out of your mouth this time. And we'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, just some gentle hip opening with our pranayama practice. Exhale. Breathing together is so beautiful. Let's breathe together again. Inhale, arms overhead, taking a little more air each way. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Beautiful breathing. And exhale. Last one. Biggest breath. Inhale. Taking a little more air each way, waiting for each other at the top. And exhale. Hands to your heart. And now we'll move through some twists. So we'll inhale our arms up, and then we're going to exhale, twisting to the right, releasing our palms down. Once our palms are down, inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper towards the right, maybe looking towards your right shoulder. Inhale, arms up to release. Exhale, hands to your heart. Give yourself a little bow of gratitude, and then we'll twist to the other side. Inhale, arms up, stretch nice and tall. Exhale to the left, palms down. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Release, inhaling your arms up. exhale with a little bow, and then we will move into tabletop. So take your time getting there, no rush at all. Just breathing slowly and moving slowly in the beginning of class. When you're in tabletop, wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and then we'll start to move through cat and cow. So for cow, we'll inhale to lift our tail, lift our heart, belly drops. Exhale to push the mat away, chin to chest, cat pose. Inhale, lengthen your spine even deeper, lift your heart even higher. Exhale, push the mat away, chin to chest. Inhale, belly drops. You can keep your eyes closed here, and you can start to move in an organic way that feels good for you. Sometimes it feels good to roll your hips around or jump rope your spine left and right. We'll take about 4 rounds of cat-cow and just move with what feels good. Move naturally with your breath. Not worried about how you look, just completely tuning in. 2 more breaths. Nice deep breaths, exaggerating your stretch each way. Getting a little more release out of every movement. Last breath. Now inhale back into tabletop. Bring your toes to touch and knees wide, and then come into child's pose. Take 3 breaths in child's pose. And if child's pose doesn't feel good, you can just be in a comfortable seat. We're just taking this time to connect back with our slow breathing. You can rub your forehead left and right to relieve some tension in your third eye. Maybe when you inhale, you lengthen your fingertips a little higher up. When you exhale, your chest sinks into the mat, hips back. Take one more deep, long breath here. Now we're going to inhale to press ourselves up, and we're going to move into thread the needle. So you can keep your legs with your knees spread wide like this, or you can close them up if that's more comfortable. We're going to keep our left palm down and then inhale our right arm up to the sky, stretch it nice and wide. Exhale to send your arm under your left, taking 3 breaths here. You can grab the top of your yoga mat and grip it if that feels good. When you inhale, lengthen a little longer. And when you exhale, release deeper into your twist if that feels good. 2 more breaths. Last breath here. When you've emptied your lungs completely, inhale to press yourself up and release your arm to the sky. Twist your wrist around if that feels good. And then we'll plant our right palm down. Inhale, left arm up, stretch nice and wide. And then exhale to send your arm underneath your right, left cheek on the mat. Maybe grabbing the top of your yoga mat if that feels good. And take 3 deep breaths. Just releasing some tension from our neck and our shoulders here. Enjoying a nice hip opening as well. 1 more breath. When you've completely exhaled your last breath, inhale to release your left arm to the sky, twist it around, and then we're going to come back into tabletop. Take a cat and a cow if you want. And then we're going to come back into tabletop. Take an inhale and curl your toes. And when you exhale, send your hips up to the sky for down dog. Once you get to down dog, start to pedal out your legs. Just allow yourself to arrive in this full body stretch inversion. Press the mat away from you like you're pushing your chest towards your thighs. Let your knees be bent so your back is straight. Let your head be nice and heavy. Maybe shake some yeses and some nos. And then spread your hands nice and wide on your mat like a tree frog. And then we'll find some stillness in the last 3 breaths here. Two more breaths. Last breath here. Nice and strong. Fully exhale. When you inhale, look up at your hands, empty your lungs, and travel to the top of your mat. When you arrive with the flat back, inhaling halfway. And then exhale, coming into our first forward fold. So your feet can be 2 fists apart here. We're going to be here for 3 deep breaths. So if you want to grab opposite elbows, sometimes it feels good to massage your calf muscles back here or to cup your hands underneath your skull to help bring your head down. So we're relieving some tension out of our low back and also letting our head just be nice and loose. So 2 breaths. Inhale to lengthen your legs, lifting your tail a little higher. Exhale, fold even deeper. And take 1 more deep breath. Inhaling to straighten our legs a little more. Exhale, come even deeper. Squeeze nice and tight. Now release your grip. Come with a slight bend in your knees and rise all the way to the top. Taking your time, inhaling arms overhead. Exhaling hands to heart. Take a little bow if you want. And then release your palms for mountain pose. Nothing to do, just arriving in our mountain pose, letting all the energy flow from our feet to our head. You can close your eyes here if you want. We're going to be here for a couple breaths. If you're feeling a little energetic, you can move your feet around. It's good to connect with your feet. In yoga, I feel like sometimes we neglect that. So I like to use this time if I have a lot of energy to just move around on my feet from the ball to the heel, to the left, to the right. And then maybe we'll find a little bit of stillness. Take a nice, deep, long breath here. Keep this slow breath all through practice. It kind of helps us to remain calm and have a little sense of control. And we're going to move through a few sun salutations. So we're going to build the heat and pick up our energy. So we're going to inhale, arms overhead, keeping that nice, smooth breath. And then exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Now step your feet back for plank. You can lower your knees here if that feels better for you. We're going to be here for 5 breaths. We're going to activate our core. So inhale, pushing the mat away. Stay for your exhale. Try to not dip your low back. If you do, you can just drop your knees. 3 more breaths. 2 more. So for your last breath, come forward on the balls of your feet so your shoulders are over your wrists. Exhale down with control. Once you get down, uncurl your toes. Inhale to lift your heart up for cobra. And then exhale into down dog. Once you're in down dog, take an extra breath here. Pedal out your feet. And then we'll get to the top of our mat. So we'll inhale to look up at our hands, empty your lungs, and travel to the top of your mat. Arriving with a flat spine, halfway lift. Exhaling to fold, nice and deep. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Little bow if you want. Release your palms, mountain pose. Just take a couple breaths here, feeling grounded, feeling stable and in control. We'll move through two more sun salutations. So inhaling, arms overhead, taking in all the good, yummy air. Exhale to fold. Inhale halfway. Plant your hands. Step back for plank. Exhaling to low plank. Inhaling to lift your heart, either cobra or up dog with your knees floating. Exhaling into down dog. Take an extra breath here. Just allow yourself to arrive in each pose. Inhale, look up at your hands, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms overhead. Take a little back bend if you want it. Exhale, hands to heart, chin to chest. Release your palms, mountain pose. Just take a couple breaths here. Catch your breath. And then we'll move through one more sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Getting in all the good air. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back and flow down. Inhaling your heart up. Exhale, down dog. Take an extra breath in down dog. We're going to move through our first asana. So we're going to inhale our right leg to the sky. We're going to step our foot through the middle of our hands. Release your left knee, uncurl your toes. We're going to set ourselves up for low lunge. But we're not rushing into low lunge. We're catching our breath with our palms down. And once we feel ready to bring the energy up, inhale, arms up. If you want a back bend, exhale to cactus your arms. Let your head drop back. Just an option. Take 3 breaths wherever you are. 2 more. Last breath here. If you're in back bend, inhale gently up. Frame your foot and exhale to send your hips back for half splits. Once we have our hips back, we're going to take 3 breaths. Your heart can be lifted up. Your toes can be pointed towards the ceiling to keep your energy up. Or you can point your toes and bring your forehead towards your knee to round your back and ground the energy. Just take 2 breaths. Getting a nice hamstring and calf stretch here. 1 more. Now inhale to bring yourself forward. Left palm down, right arm up for an easy twist. If you're feeling like you want to create more energy here, you can lift up your left knee for a low runner's lunge twist, but take 3 breaths wherever you are. Keeping our breath nice and smooth no matter what pose we take. Last breath. Now bring your palm down, and our next move is lizard pose. So we're going to toe heel our right foot out to the side of our yoga mat. And you can keep yourself up for lizard, or if you want to deepen your stretch, come down onto your forearms. And take 5 breaths here. If it feels a little tight for you, just know when to stop and just know how to breathe in so that your right hip can release. This is definitely an intense pose, but it's so healthy for us to relieve all that bundled up yuckiness that we keep stored in our hips. So just take 3 breaths. Try to loosen any tension you're holding if you're gripping in your teeth or burrowing your eyebrows. Just try to soften and take 2 more breaths. Last breath here. Inhale to gently bring yourself up. Toe heel your foot back to the center. We're going to come into a temporary low runner's lunge just to meet our left foot with our right. We're going to fold immediately. And then inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Release your palms for mountain pose and take a couple grounding breaths here. One more breath. Then we will flow. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back for plank. Exhale, shoulders over wrist for low plank. Inhale your heart up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take an extra breath in down dog. And then we'll move to the left side. Inhaling left leg to the sky. Exhale to step your foot through the center, but take your time. We're not rushing here. We're all going to be in the pose together. So just catch your breath and then inhale to bring your arms up. If you did a back bend the first time around, maybe you choose a different back bend and lace your fingers behind your back or any back bend that feels good. Lift your heart on an inhale. Exhale, let your head drop back, mouth open, 2 breaths. Last breath. If you're in a back bend, inhale gently up. Frame your foot. Exhale to send your hips back for half splits. Try to have both of our hips in the same plane. So if your left hip is a little forward, try to bring it back to meet your right. And take 3 breaths. One more breath here. Inhale yourself up, keeping your right palm down, left arm up for an easy twist. Powering up your right leg if you want a little more heat. 3 breaths. Two more smooth breaths. Last one. Now bring your hand down to meet the other, and we're moving into lizard pose. So just take your time moving into lizard. So we're toe heeling our left foot out to what feels good for you. Coming onto your forearms if that feels good, and take 5 breaths. Just breathing nice and smooth into our left hips. Try and soften if we're holding any extra tension where we don't need. Try to soften your jaw. 2 more breaths. Try to loosen your grip. Take 1 more smooth breath here. If you're a lounging lizard, inhale gently up onto your hands. Toe heel your foot back to the center. And we're moving from low runner's lunge just to meet our left foot with our right. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to rise, arms over your head. Exhale, hands to heart. Release your palms for mountain. We'll just take a couple breaths here before we move through our one and only standing vinyasa. Just allow your energy to move from your feet all throughout your body, nice and evenly. And then we will flow. Inhale, arms overhead. Take a little back bend at the top if you want. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Step back for plank. Exhale to low plank. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in down dog. Just let yourself arrive here. Then we'll inhale our right leg to the sky. Stepping our foot through, keeping our left heel lifted. Taking our time to inhale our arms up for high lunge. Once you're here, we're going to take 3 breaths. Lifting our arms a little bit higher on our inhale. Exhaling into our right knee a little deeper. 2 more breaths. Last breath here. Now drop your left heel coming into warrior 2. So take your time with the setup. Bending into our right knee. Try to have our right knee pointing towards our right pinky toes to keep our hips open. Shoulders relaxed. 3 breaths. If you need to move and flip your palms up and down, sometimes that feels good. Here, 2 more breaths. 1 more big, strong breath here. Keeping the bend in our right knee. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Stretching the right side of our rib cage. With 1 big breath, we're coming right back out and exhaling into side angle. Stretching the other side of our rib cage muscles. Left palm pointing down. 2 breaths. 1 more breath here. Inhale yourself up, but straighten your right leg. You can bring your left foot back a little closer if you want. We're going to reverse our triangle. So right palm back. Take 3 breaths. Far right. I know it's 1 more breath. Now inhale your arms up and we're going to set up for triangle. So we want to keep our pelvic floor slightly lifted. I know it's like kind of impossible, but just kind of keep the mentality and reach with your right hand till you can't reach anymore. And then either grab your shin, the ground, left arm up. If it feels good to look up at your left hand, do that. And just take 2 breaths here. One more breath. Inhale yourself back up. Exhale and bending into your right knee for warrior 2, just for 1 breath, 1 strong breath. And then we exhale to flow down. You can always skip these flows and just come right into down dog or child's pose. They're always optional, but we will all meet in down dog. Arriving together, taking a breath here. Then inhale your left leg to the sky. step it through, setting up for a high lunge, but taking your time getting there, keeping yourself low just to catch your breath. Then inhaling your arms up, and then taking 3 breaths here. Inhaling to lengthen our arms, lifting a little higher. Exhale, maybe sinking into our left knee. 2 more breaths. Nice, smooth breath in control. 1 more. And then drop your right heel. Open up for warrior 2. Bending into our left knee pointing towards our left pinky toes. Arms up. 3 breaths. Nice, smooth breath. 1 more. Inhale to flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Left arm overhead, left palm facing down. Maybe your right hand is on your leg. Coming up on our exhale, coming into side angle. So it's 1 big, long breath that we just did. Staying for an extra breath here. Inhale yourself up, straighten your left leg. If you need to bring your right foot a little closer. And then reverse triangle for 3 breaths. Just giving our quads a little break. Still flowing, moving. 1 more nice big breath here. Inhale your arms up and set up for triangle. So reaching with our left hand till we can't reach anymore. And then grabbing either our shin, water bottle, floor. Right arm is up. Maybe we're looking up at our right hand and taking 3 breaths. 1 more breath here. Inhale yourself up. Exhale, bending into your left knee, and take 1 deep, strong breath here in warrior 2. And then exhaling to flow down. Inhaling your heart up. Exhale, down dog. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Just come to stand. Take your time coming to stand. We're going to move into our balancing section. So we're going to move into tree. But before tree, we're going to do balancing hand to knee pose. So we're just going to challenge our balancing foot and just balance a little longer. So like how I had us moving our feet around like in mountain, we can do that again just to connect, make our feet nice and strong. Then we're going to start on our left foot. So once you feel your left standing leg is nice and strong, inhale your knee up so it's floating. Find your balance. You might wobble. And then open up hand to knee pose. Option to gaze towards your left hand for 3 breaths. Two more deep, smooth breaths. Last breath. So from here, we'll land right in tree. So bringing the right sole of your foot either on your inner thigh, shin, or your ankle. And then choosing which arms you want today. Beautiful focus. Good balance, trusting yourself with your breath. If you wobble and fall, just get right back where you left off. Now, I will have a moment of silence just for a couple breaths as we concentrate and breathe in tree. Very good. Bring your hands to your heart. Release your right foot. Shake out your balancing foot. Then we'll move to the other side. So right foot, suctioning into our mat, strong right leg. Inhaling our left knee up, feeling the wobbles, finding our balance, challenging our balance by opening up hand to knee. If you want to challenge more, look towards your right hand and see the beautiful water outside. Take 3 breaths. Obviously, each side feels a little different than the other. One more smooth breath here. And then we will naturally land in our tree pose. So wherever you want, your left sole of your foot. And then maybe choose a different arm variation this time, just to keep our mental fresh and engaged, trying new things. And then some silence as we just tune in with ourselves and balance. Very good. Hands to heart. Release your leg. Shake out your right foot. We'll take one last flow, but we're going to flow just to our bellies. So once you're in plank, just lower down to your belly. So inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale halfway. Step back for plank and flow to your bellies. Once you get there, make a little palm pile for your forehead to rest in. Nothing to do, just close your eyes, take a few breaths. Give yourself some gratitude here. Did so good on your yoga mats. So strong and dedicated and in control with your breathing. It's a beautiful thing. And we're going to move through one back, strengthen our right here on our bellies, and then we'll move into some restorative hip poses for the end of class. So we're going to do one more little heat building core thing here. We're going to come into locust pose. So just keep your bellies down, but allow your arms to come out and your feet can be about mat width. So this is modified locust pose. So just keep your forehead down and your arms are out like airplane arms. So just do nothing here. Just take a breath and do nothing. Exhale, nothing. Take your biggest inhale and lift everything up. Lift your heart, lift everything. So you're essentially balancing on your belly. Inhale to lift your heart, another rib cage. Beautiful. Look up, inhale, one more rib cage. Exhale, right cheek down. You can windshield wiper your legs back and forth. Very nice. And so for our next move, we're going to move into pigeon pose. But if pigeon doesn't feel good for you because of your knees, you can stay right on your belly and open up to half frog. So your right leg out at a 90-degree angle. But if you want to do pigeon, you can come into tabletop and then down dog. From down dog, your right leg up. Then bring your right toes towards your left wrist. It's just like a mental spot. It doesn't have to land there. So your right shin and calf is parallel on your mat. Inhale to lift your heart. Let your head drop back for a little back bend. And then exhale to come down for pigeon. If you're in half frog, if you're craving a deeper stretch, just let your face come down, your right cheek towards your bent knee for half frog. So you want your gaze towards the knee that's bent. And then from there, you can stretch out your right leg to intensify your hip opening. For pigeons, just stay as you are. Take 3 breaths. Just allow this natural hip opening here. There's so much connected in pigeon. I probably can't even name all the muscles, but it comes all the way in your inner celiacus bone into your piriformis, which is in your glutes. Just so much releasing. It's a beautiful thing. And take 2 more breaths. Last deep breath here. For half frogs on your bellies, just gently switch out your legs. Don't rush to do that. Just move nice and slow and then turn your cheek on the mat and have your um, glance be towards your bent leg. For pigeons, we're going to lift up and release our right leg through three-legged dog, shaking out our right leg and then left leg up and then bringing our left knee towards our left wrist, stretching out our right leg nice and straight behind us. Option to take a little back bend before you wind down. And then exhaling your forehead down and take 5 breaths. Three more breaths. Nice and slow. Last breath here. When you are ready, we're going to come onto our back. So frogs just flip over. Pigeons come up into a seat and then come onto your back. And from here, we're going to move into our spinal twists. So we're going to keep our right leg long. We're going to squeeze our left knee into our chest. Then we're going to move the left knee towards our left armpit and then just drag it across towards our chest. So we're just loosening up our hip, even though we are just on it, we're loosening it up. And then release that left leg long, keeping your hands clasped. Grab your right knee, squeeze it nice and tight. Bring it towards your armpit and then cross your chest, just moving your hip around here, releasing it nice and long, grabbing both knees, maybe opposite elbows, maybe bringing your forehead up towards your knees, releasing into happy baby pose, grabbing our feet, ankles, shins, whatever is accessible to us. But try to keep all of your back muscles, even your low back, on the earth. And then you can start rocking left and right. Maybe you stretch one leg long and the other. Just rocking our babies. And then releasing our legs. We're going to come into our spinal twist. So again, right leg long. Grab your left knee. Drag it towards the right of you. And then open up your left arm. And your gaze is towards your left hand. So take 3 breaths, just like that. Last breath here. Release out of your twist. Let your left leg come long. Grab your right knee with your left hand, dragging our right knee across our body towards the left of us, opening our right arm, our gaze towards our right hand, and take 3 breaths. Last big breath here. Come out of your twist. Take any last movement you need, but then allow yourself to just come into Shavasana. Legs are long, toes pointing opposite direction, palms towards the sky, receiving energy. Let your eyelids close. Give yourself a beautiful moment of stillness and rest, allowing all that nice energy we just cultivated to evenly disperse like magic little fairy sprinkles all through your body. Let your heart rate come back to a nice, calm pace. Slow your breathing down. Loosen your jaw. Let your tongue loose. Let your eyebrows relax. Just listen to the sound of your heartbeat, the energy of the nice, calm Lake Monona, the waves washing over like gratitude and joy. For anyone who has time, I invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you want. But for everyone else who would like to move on, we will close practice right here on our back. So no need to move, nothing to do, but we will breathe together to seal our practice. So just release whatever breath you have. And I inhale my hands to my heart to all of you, filling up my lungs, all of our lungs, precious air, precious thoughts. Exhale, release it all. Little bow to you all. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Friday. Namaste.